Welcome back, my loves. I am Andrea here. Welcome to my channel. Thank you so much for tuning in. With this video today, I'm going to be toning my extensions. They are blonde already. So basically this video is going to be about toning. So it's going to be nice, short and sweet, and then my next video will be all about adding in my extensions. So I wanted to kind of make a quick little video just to kind of show you guys how to do it if you're not familiar. So yeah, let me show you guys what all you need to tone your extensions. Alright you guys, so I have my hair extensions already laid out and ready to go. I folded it. It is a long piece of hair, so I folded them in half and laid them on top of each other, and I kind of clipped them here with clips on each end. I laid the extensions on top of parchment paper just so I don't get my table dirty, obviously, and I can just work off the table and not use my hands as much. And then I also have some gloves. You're going to need some gloves because the chemicals in the toners are pretty harsh on your hands. Also, I have a comb just in case. I can brush out the hair, make it nice and even. And this is my toner here that I have. I also already have it mixed in the bowl and ready to go with my brush. The toner that I'm using today is going to be the Redkin Shades Gloss, the 09B. This is the Platinum Ice. This is probably the most platinum that you can go. You can also add in different other shades of violets and ash tones to this toner just to give it more of that ashy look or violet look or gray look, whichever look you're looking for. But this is just your basic platinum blonde. And so you also want to mix in the Redkin Shades Gloss. The developer, you want to definitely mix in the developer. I mixed in 1 part toner, 1 part developer. So in total, this was 2 ounces, and I added in another 2 ounces. So a total of 4 ounces. So that's what I have in my bowl here ready to go. So that's all we need. Let's get started. All right, you guys, so we're going to start. It's already activating itself. So we kind of got to make this quick. Once you start applying it, you want to act pretty fast because once you start applying it to the hair, it does start activating. So you want to act in a quickly, orderly fashion. That's the best way to go. Okay, so you can already start to see that it's changing in color. Now what I'm going to do is unclip these and just run my fingers through these. And just to make sure that I have all my bases covered, I'm going to turn it around actually first. Make sure I have, you see how there's some blonde sticking through? These are the pieces that didn't get, because it is kind of thick how I have it folded. Okay, so So what I'm gonna do is roll these together. That way I can rub them in together. Okay. You just want to make sure it's nice and saturated throughout the whole extensions. Now the extensions that I bought 2 bundles. This is 1 bundle. Make sure I have enough extensions to cover my whole head. We'll have to see. But now you see how the ends here are still blonde. I'm not worried about that because once I make my extensions, I'm gonna cut these pieces off. And the blonde pieces here are gonna be the pieces that go into my dread that connect to the other end. So the ends aren't too important. The most important part is the mid shaft and the ends, because that's what you're gonna mostly see. So it's nice and saturated. So we're gonna wait about 5 to 10 minutes. You don't wanna wait any longer than 10 minutes because if you wait longer than 10 minutes, the hair will stay purple, and eventually the purple will fade out. But if you don't want the purple look straight off the bat, then definitely don't keep it on longer than 10 minutes because it will stay purple. So let's get these washed out. So we are gonna wash the hair out with the Moroccan Oil Clarifying Shampoo. Ever since I got dreads, this is the one thing I wash my dreads with. That way it clears out all the residue and all of that. So this is the best thing to use if you're using extensions for your dreads. Okay, so what you want to start doing first is to rinse out all the toner chemical before you add the shampoo. It's very important that you rinse out all the toner, and as you're doing this, you'll see the color into the sink go down the drain. So like any other hair dye or color, you want to keep rinsing the hair thoroughly and evenly to make sure that the toner is completely washed out. I will rinse it several different times and run my fingers through until I know for sure it's out. Especially since it is a big bundle of hair and has some thickness to it. So now I'll look through and I'll spread the hairs out to make sure I don't see any suds inside, and I'll rinse it again. You can't be too careful. I'll open up the wefts of the hair because there is layers of it to make sure, and I'll rinse it from top to bottom. Now I'm going to add in the shampoo. Make sure that you add a generous amount because you do want it to get nice and sudsy. You want to rinse your fingers through it completely. Be as thorough as you can. Do not be shy with it. You want to keep on rinsing. Again, it's going to be the same process as far as when we rinsed out the toner. You want to rinse out the shampoo as much as you can and as several times as it takes until you don't see any more suds going down the drain. I'll rinse it several different times because this is very important since we are using these extensions to make our dreads. We do not want any shampoo residue left inside the hair, so when I do make my dreads, it won't be left inside and will cause issues later on down the road. Alright you guys, so I have my hair here. I'm going to comb it out, and you're going to want to let it air dry. Air drying is the best thing to do. I mean, you can blow dry it, but the less heat the better. If you're in a hurry, you can definitely blow dry them, no problem. I can kind of show you how, if you wanted to blow dry them, the best method to do that to make sure they blow dry straight. I wanted to show you guys, this is a bundle of the blonde extensions. This is how I started off. And this is a 613 color blonde. It's the blondest you can get. It's the best blonde to get if you want to tone it any other color you want to tone it. You can tone it purple, but you can tone it pink, you can tone it red, violet, any color you can think of, you can tone it if you want real hair. You can buy the synthetic hair online in any color that you want if you don't know how to do your own dreads or make your own extension dreads. But if you do and you want to learn, that's what I did. I wanted to learn how to do this because it gets pretty expensive buying them offline from other people. Because hair is expensive, the time to do it takes a long time. So I understand why they would charge what they do charge. I get it. But I would much rather learn on my own and do it with no cost hardly at all. But the hair extensions I got from a beauty store supply in my area. They do have a Sally's beauty supply store here with extensions, but they don't sell them in bundles like this. If I'm correct me if I'm wrong, but in my area they only have the clip-ins. And if they do have the ones without clip-ins and the ones that are on the tracks like these are, I believe they're pretty expensive. I went to a beauty supply store closer to the Houston area. It was more, let's see how I could put this. I guess, I hate to say it, but it was more in the ghetto area. I mean, I don't know how else to put it, but they have the best hair, I'm not gonna lie. Like, that's where everyone goes in that area. You have every choice of color that you want. So if you're interested in buying real human hair, I would not suggest going online and doing that. You can order real human hair online, but it's very sketchy, and I would be very, very, very careful if you do choose to go that route, because a lot of places online, they say that it is 100% human hair, but in really it's not, and they're not being true to their word. Make sure you read the fine print of the description of the hair. They have the mixture of human hair and synthetic, and it's not 100% human. So just be very careful of that and mindful of that. That's why I went in person to buy my hair, because I really didn't want to take that chance, because you are spending a good amount of money. For instance, if you do go online to order real human hair, if the price seems too good to be true, then most likely it is. If you're not paying over $100 for real human hair, and it's less than $100, then I wouldn't do it, because most likely it is not 100%. So yeah, I did buy this in stores. It's 100% human hair, and the reason why I chose to do human hair is because it holds up very well when it comes to dreads. I can also put heat to it. I can curl it if I want to. I can blow dry it if I want to. It's just better to have the real human feel of hair instead of, basically plastic in your hair. And I know the synthetics don't hold up as good, and they kind of they frizz a lot more, and they just don't hold up the value of them for a long period of time. You just have to take very good care of them. So that's what I wanted to let you guys know. As far as the toners that I got and that I used today, those toners I got from a beauty supply store that only cosmetologists are able to shop at. You have to have a license to be able to shop there to get those products. But if you don't have a license, then you can definitely go to your Sally Beauty Supply, is where I used to go to before I had a license. And that's where I got my developers and my toners. The toner that I would suggest use for to get the blonde, the blondest of blondes, is probably a lot of you have already heard of, is the Wella T18. They have a Wella T14 that gives it a more of an ashy blonde, but the platinum blonde is the T18. The developer that you can use can be the 20 volume. I wouldn't suggest going any higher than that. The toners do not need a higher developer than that to be able to activate and do what it needs to do. So I will put everything in the description of what I used today and where I got them from. And if you have any questions, or if you would like to do this on your own and have questions, please comment down below. I would love to answer all of your questions. So I'm gonna go ahead and blow dry these, and I'll add that real quick to the video to kind of show you how I do that. Hey guys, so I am back. I let my hair extensions dry out. I let them air dry overnight, and I had them in the bundle still overnight, so they didn't quite dry 100%. I just wanted to show you guys real quick how I set it up to blow dry them. And it's just the best way that I've found to be easy to blow dry them. You can go online and buy the, I don't even know the proper name for it, but it's a clip, a big old clip basically that clips the hair extensions in place. And you can also buy them to attach your hair extensions to make your dreads as well. But you attach it to that way you can have, it's easier for you to blow dry. So I just wanted to show you guys my trick and my technique of how I clip my hair extensions to help make it easier to blow dry. So what I do is literally, it's just a hanger. It's a hanger that I had in my closet that has the clips on the sides. It's a hanger that is from whatever store I bought clothes from. I think it's probably from Walmart. You can basically get these from any clothes store. So if you want one, get it, because I'm telling you, it works. So that's basically what I did, is clip my hair extensions. The bundle of hair extensions, again, they come like this, and they come raveled up in a ball, basically. Once you unravel that, the hair literally is, I don't even know, like 6 feet long. So I basically folded the hair, and I don't know if you can see that. I folded it nice and neat, and then I just clipped the sides. Basically folded it to the length of the hanger, and I used the hanger as my guide to know how long or how short to fold it to make sure that it's gonna fit properly. So this is basically the color that came out after I toned, and you can really see the difference in the toning of the hair. I mean, if you want the normal natural blonde, go ahead. I mean, I just don't like, it just looks, I guess, more fake, has more of a fake look to it. This to me just seems more natural looking. And you know, they are hair extensions. Obviously they're not natural, but we want to look as natural as we possibly can without people knowing. Let's just be real. So yeah, the difference is huge. I love the ashy, obviously it's not wanting to work with me, but yeah. So this is the color. It's not all the way dry yet. The ends are dry, but the middle section, the mid shaft is not dry. So I'm gonna give it a blow dry, and I'm gonna show you guys how I do that. So keep on watching, guys. Let's go. All right, you guys, so what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna use a round brush, and I'm also gonna use this piece. That way the hair is more controlled. If you don't use this piece, the air kind of just goes everywhere. Doesn't seem like it, but it does, and it causes the hair to be more frizzy. So when you use this piece, it causes the air to go in one direction straight to the hair, and it causes it to be less frizzy and be a more finishing silky look. So that's what we want. So I'm just going to kind of go over it. I'm hoping that this will hold up okay. I might have to break down and order one probably sooner than I wanted to, but I have it hooked here, so that way I have something to grab onto it. And we're just going to go ahead and blow dry this sucker. It's already halfway dry, so it doesn't need a whole lot more to go. you're all done blow drying, it is completely dry. You can definitely tell. And I love the way this blonde is looking. It's kind of looking like a dirty ash blonde. And I'm really liking it. So we are going to finish the rest of the other bundle. And I'm going to get started on doing my extensions. Or doing the dread, sorry. I'm going to start doing dreads. And this is going to take me some time. It's probably going to take me a few days, possibly a week, just because I am a mother and a wife, and I'm busy doing all of those job duties. So I have to kind of fit this in the middle of all of that. So, all right. Thank you guys so much for watching. If you want to keep following me on my journey, please do so. Go ahead and hit the subscribe button. Hit the bell as well if you want to know when my next video is coming out, or whenever I post my new video of my extensions. I may add in a video of how I made my dreadlocks, and then also putting them in my actual head to add length, because I do have my shorties here and they're just hanging out. But yeah, thank you guys so much. Love you. One love.